but we walked in and there's people on the patio kind of eating, but we were trying to go in and get an order,
Yeah.
and so essentially we he's like the guy's like, oh, we're it's curfew, we can't do it and stuff, and literally on the big screen TV inside the little restaurant, it
Yeah.
was like the 10 o'clock news had just started, the
Uh-huh.
KTLA,
Okay.
and it was like first night of curfew. I was like, hey Q, he ain't
Uh-huh.
lying, he's not lying. Yeah,
Wow. I didn't think they
so
were, I didn't know they were doing that here in little clubs, having comedy shows. Okay. I,
yeah.
uh-huh.
Yeah, they were trying to be responsible because you had to take an elevator up. I think
Yeah.
there was a stairwell you could take, but they were only allowing like four people
Okay.
to go up. I mean, take an elevator at a time. So you know, so they were trying to be. I feel like they were doing it every week, but I don't know how they're going to do it now.
Yeah.
Because let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. We got the curfew going,
Right.
right? Or we got these whole things we're supposed to do as far as being socially distanced and taking these, not having big crowd or large gatherings and stuff.
Right.
They busted the governor. They busted old Gavin Newsom at some party. I guess he's at a restaurant and he's not wearing a mask. He's gathering with people and stuff. So is it fair to call him out on it, like to like, hey man, we want to stop this thing too, but it'll be nice if you follow your own rules.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, and it wasn't just some restaurant. It was like one of the top restaurants. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And a lot of rich folks are there. So,
Right,
yeah. So him being the governor, what he needs to show by example. He needs to lead
right,
by example. Yeah, I think
right.
that was on the sneak. He didn't think anybody was gonna catch him on that. Okay,
They
you
said,
know.
man, I don't know why he think he can hide that slick back hair dude. They already know Pat Riley in Miami, so there's only
Yeah, yeah, and
they
you
know.
and he's the governor. He has his own security with him, and he
Yeah,
has state patrol security. So it's not like there's not everybody in the state that has that kind of security. Okay, you
right,
know, and
right.
and
And
so he's
and
like,
and
oh,
they
that's the governor. Okay, you know.
right.
They come up in
And
their
I'm like,
motorcycles and stuff, see, and yeah, he tried to get away with one, okay, and
yeah,
that was like the time that Nancy Pelosi went and got her nails done. Remember, she went and got her feet done at
no,
oh yeah, that was a few months ago, and and I think that was up in San Francisco, and supposed to been nobody doing nails or toe or nails or what do they call it? You got the nails, then your
the
foot. What?
pedicures.
Yeah, pedicure. Yeah, you weren't supposed. And
Yeah,
she
yeah,
was just in there, and the people. I think they set her up. Okay,
yeah,
it was, and then they told it. They put it out. They had a camera. Okay, and so she got busted on that. But
they call TMZ immediately.
yeah, right, right, right. But so they didn't call for her resignation or anything. So
Yeah,
you know, I don't
you,
blame her.
you know, you just gotta call them on their BS. Just like I'm on the side of like, hey, I want to take this thing down and stop the spread of it. I'm willing to give it that time to do that because here's the thing: you got people that are like, hey man, what's up? Do you believe in the like the fake virus? Like I had a guy, I went to go buy a video game at the GameStop here, and the guy was like, we were wearing our masks, and we started off the conversation cool, and the conversation had started off because he had like some, it was like maybe a little country music, whatever, and I'm
Yeah.
like, you got some cool little jams going. He said, yeah, this is the All American station here on Sirius XM. I had to put this on just because I didn't. I was tired of listening to the other because he's like I like hip hop and I like this that and
Ah,
the other,
okay.
you know. And I was like, yeah, I feel you. I dig it. And he's like, but a lot of stuff and in between on the radio and stuff, it's like so negative, and especially with what's going on. So I had to listen to something that was commercial free. I was like, yeah. I was like, cool, I dig it. And he was like, yeah, especially with the fake virus going on. And so I was
Oh
like, holy
wow.
crap.
Uh huh.
So yeah, and I'm like, man, because he was like looking at me like, he's like, you don't you don't believe in a fake virus, do you, and stuff. And I was like, man, I don't want the fake virus. I don't want, I don't want the real virus. I don't want even, I don't even want anything that rhymes with virus near me. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You know, so
Right,
you
right.
got cats like that, and when they see, your officials, your elected officials, kind of like doing their thing while they're asking everybody else doing it, it just emboldens them to be like, yeah, see guys, it's all
Uh-huh.
BS,
Right, right,
and
right, right.
you know, yeah. So like on the flip side and stuff like that too, it's like people are so adamant to not believe what the government is
Uh-huh.
putting in place because
Right.
it's some kind of power grab or control to have these laws and order to try to keep people from spreading this disease.
From spreading it,
People don't
yeah.
want, yeah, oh, we don't want to do that. It's like they're always trying to put some laws. I'm always just like, well, you might as well just run through red lights. You might as well give your kid alcohol. You
Uh-huh.
might as well just go fill up your cart full of groceries at the store and just leave because those are government rules and laws too.
That's right.
So
Right.
if you're going to be following these and stuff and think that these are here to help your safety for a time being, you can let this one be one because it's a deadly disease, that's like being spread, and you might as well for the time being. This is not going to last forever, guys. If we can like really just like as a work together to try to stop the spread.
Try to
I
stop.
believe.
Yeah.
I
Right.
believe.
Right. Right. And but a lot of people looking at it as, oh, it's government control. Okay, they're trying to. I don't want. They want to go into a store and these people say, no, you can't come in the store without a mask, and they're willing
Right.
to get in fights over it
Right.
or regarding not wearing a face covering. Okay, and
Yeah.
that's nonsense. Okay, just put the mask on. But some people, they're willing to go to jail for it. Okay, you know,
Yeah.
but
It's not right. It's not fair.
yeah, right.
It's like, yeah, but it's also our right not to catch it. I just I just don't understand, like, do they believe like all the deaths, like even if they think that the numbers aren't real, that they think the numbers are being inflated and stuff like that, do they just not believe that any of it is real? Like, because I feel like it's still a lot of deaths. Their logic on it is that, oh well, the hospitals aren't as full as they were, so we're not with that sort of situation. I was like, what kind of what? Why is that? Are you trying to get it to that
Right,
point?
right, right, right.
And it's and I understand frustration. I understand. I'm black. I understand the mistrust
That's
of
right.
of the
Yeah, brother.
government.
Yeah, right, right,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
I dig it. Like right on, man. But this ain't the time, y'all. The mistrust of the government is when you see injustice towards minorities, and
Right, right. Then you say, okay, you can reach out. Right,
yeah,
right. Not
injustice.
something where people are where they have morgues, where they got morgues that are full, and they have to pile people. They have to rent trucks, freezer trucks that normally
Yeah,
carry food in them. Now those same trucks have bodies in them. Okay, you know,
right.
yeah. And
Yeah,
if you can't believe that, then what the hell? Okay.
and my thing is too is just like because their whole argument too is that yeah, everybody recovers from it. Like most people recover. It has such a high recovery rate, and I'm just like, well, you don't know what that's still down the line what it's going to do to you.
That's
So
right.
you being willing to catch it, there's you don't know if like 2 years later, something else will pop up. It's not been studied that much for you to be so okay with catching it. You don't know if it might cause something like an infection on your lungs later down the line, like
Uh huh.
do something to your brain or something else to your body. So like just because you may recover from it, but I would say that's a cold way to find that you have an underlying health problem.
Yeah.
Thinking that
Right.
like you get sick, catching stuff, and then doctors are like, "What? Did you know that you're pre-diabetic?" Or did you know that
Yeah. Right.
you starting heart disease or anything like
Right.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the other argument
Right.
or other thing that people gotta look at. But to each his own.
Yeah.
you
See,
know,
and
because sometimes
some people are finding out now that they had those underlying conditions, like you
right,
said, they didn't know they had them. Okay,
right,
and so now that with So they think they get rid of the virus, then all of a sudden they're walking down the street and they just all of a sudden fall down on the ground. Okay, they don't know
Right.
what the hell happened. Oh, how did I happen to fall? Then they go to the doctor. The doctor said, you know what? You have
It's all
the
bad.
yeah, you have that what's left over from the virus, and you're gonna always have that. Okay,
Right.
so
Yeah.
you know,
And that's what's, just sad. And I always got to think about, man, because DangerMan and Brandon, I got a whole deep load of, I got friends, friends
okay,
that don't think the same way of things I think, and I just think they think different, man. I feel like they're just don't understand. So I try my best to try to understand where they're coming from.
right, okay,
Like why, they may be, whether they're conservatives or whether they don't believe in this. I just try my best. And my